In this video, we want to discuss how to open a trade and how to close a trade. So if you want to open a trade, you go to new order and click the new order, then you will see a box like this. Now let's discuss what is on this box. Now if you take a look at this box, the first item will have the symbol. So this symbol shows you the currency pairs you are trading. Always be sure that what you want to trade is what is up there. Usually, if the currency pair that is on the layout, the chart here, once you click the new order, that is the one that will also appear here. But sometimes you also need to cross check just to be sure. If it is not, then click this arrow and you can now choose which one you want to. So we'll leave it at Euro USD. Then the second one is the volume. So this volume is the same thing as we discussed as the lot size. So any trade you want to enter, there should be a lot size, the volume of that trade. So remember that profit are usually calculated by the volume or the lot size multiplied by the pips. The pips, the price movement, how many pips it moves from where you enter the trade to where the trade closes. So the lot size can be changed, of course. You can put in any number, any amount you want, different amounts. You can put it at 40, you can put it at 50 or whatever, depending on the amount of your account balance, which we are going to discuss later too. So let's leave it on $10. Then here we have the stop loss and the take profit. This is a topic we will discuss in the next video. So how to use it. So we're going to discuss that in the next video. Then the next one is the type of execution you want to do. Usually there is only two options, the market execution and the pending order. Now the market execution is an instant execution. So the price you are seeing here, if you open the trade, that's what it's going to be. But pending order is where you will set it and ask the system to open the trade when the price gets to a particular stage. You understand, a particular level, open either a sell trade or a buy trade for me. So but for this, we are going to leave it at market execution. The pending order will also be a topic to discuss in subsequent videos. Then the next one here is where we now have the actual prices. Now, like we discussed earlier, you see that there are two prices, the bid price and the ask price. So now the two prices are not the same. If you check this, we have 1.1257 and this is 1260. So there is that 3 pips difference between the two prices. And remember that difference is what we call the spread. That is more like the transaction fee. So if you open a trade now, it will instantly give you a minus because of this difference here. It will give you a minus, and that is that minus 3 pips. So that 3 pips multiplied by the volume, which is 10, it will instantly give you minus 30. So you have that minus 30 before you begin to make profit if the trade goes on your direction. So now what these two things here means is, if you are buying, for example, it means the broker or the company will sell for you. And if you want to sell, it means the broker is willing to buy from you. So if you want to buy, the broker says they are going to sell it at this price. That's the selling price. And if you want to buy, sell for them, they are willing to buy it at this price. So now we are going to enter a trade now, and as I mentioned earlier, take note, as soon as we enter that trade, it instantly will give us minus. It does not matter whether it's sell or buy. Anyone you entered, that minus 3 pips multiplied by 10, which is the volume, will always be there. So let's assume you want to buy, so you click buy. Now instantly you see the record of this trade you entered, and you see the profit is on minus 40. It was minus 30 when we entered, but then it goes one more pip on the negative side, so it's now minus 40. So this is the details of the trade, buy, the time, then the size, which is the 10, then the symbol Euro USD, the price, and the current price. And this is where we are. The profit is minus 30. So if we leave this trade to go on and eventually the price goes up in our direction, that is where we are going to make gain. But if the price goes down, because we are buying, the loss will also keep on continuing. But remember that what you are seeing here at this point is not a real loss. We call it floating loss or floating gain. So it's until when you close the trade it becomes real. That is when it will be either a loss or a profit. So for now it's still floating because it can go up, it can come down, it can increase, it can decrease. So that is how to open a trade. And to close a trade, you don't have to do, what you simply have to do is go to this star here and type a close, and that's it. If you want to see the history of what you have done, the trade, just click account history, then you will see the trade. So like the one we just entered now, that's it. Watch the time and everything. So this is the total we made, minus 30, and that's it. So you can go back to your trade. So remember, if you want to do it, just go to new order, sell or buy. Then if you want to close, click the star. So thank you all so much. So in subsequent video, we are going to discuss the pending order and the stop loss and the take profit. So thank you all and see you in my next video.